Hi, so today I'm in the Dolomites and going to be heading down to the Cadini di Misurina, which is one of the most famous viewpoints here. The trail starts from the Rifugio Auronzo, which is just behind me. The car park we're in is a little beyond that, just over to my left here. It's a €30 charge to park up here. It gets quite busy, so you have to get here quite early. We got here about 9 in the morning and it was filling up. The trail starts from the gallery here. There's two options. One is to the left here, which is to Tre Cimmi, but if we swing around to the right here, this is the one I'll be taking, and this takes you to the Cadini di Misurina viewpoint. It's a lot less busy. Sun's out, a bit cloudy in the sky, nice day, so we'll get on the trail and hopefully get some good shots. So the trail starts just down from the refuge. You can see the sign there, to Misurina, and the trail itself is just down to the left here. So we're going to head down here, follow the trail and see what it's like. Just a few minutes down the trail from the refuge, and it's kind of steep but pretty easy. And look at the views behind me though, it's just stunning. Keep stopping every few seconds to take photos. It's just amazing views out here. So we'll carry on and should be a good walk. So this is the pathway now, going to be walking up. It's not too bad, it's a little bit steep. Probably not if you're used to hiking around here, but for a middle-aged Londoner who's used to escalators everywhere, this is kind of steepish, so I'm going to crack on and get up here and see what it's like over the other side. Well, that pathway was pretty steep, especially for me, but it was worth it though. Just check out these views from up here. So that there, if you can see in the distance, is the trail to Tre Cimmi. So there's quite a lot of people on there, but if you swing around back here, and you can see the walk up there to the refuge, and there's it's much quieter down here, so it's definitely the less popular route, and we're going to carry on and see what else it's got to show you. So climbing a bit higher, it's just gone up a little steep bit, hence a little bit out of breath. It's kind of wide enough for two people to pass. There's a little drop off, but not too bad, so I'm sure even if you're scared of heights, you can manage this bit. And it kind of continues up to the distance to that peak up there. As you get further to the top, the path splits two ways, so it goes in the loop, I think. And so the one to the right looks a bit steeper, but less exposed. The one to the left here looks a bit close to the edge, bit of a steep drop, so probably not ideal if you're scared of heights. But I think we're going to try this, see how it goes, and hopefully not get too nervous on the way. Well, this is the pathway. We came around to the left, which actually joins up, so you don't actually cut much of the exposed stuff out. That joins up just over there in the middle. And if you look around here, it's kind of steep, so probably not ideal if you're scared of heights. But just check out the views as you look around. Mountains in the distance, that's what we've come up for. And they look very impressive. So I've managed to get a few photos from here, and I'm going to carry on and try and get some more. So this is probably the most narrowest and most exposed bit of the walk so far. It's kind of enough to walk along, it's fairly flat, just don't look down. So this is almost at the end of the trail, and this is to the left here. There's a little path that goes off, and this goes off to the little viewpoint in the distance there you can see. That's the famous viewpoint. You've probably seen it on Instagram and YouTube loads. To get there, there's a bit of a queue, probably 20-30 people I think. Yeah, it's a popular spot, so a lot of people trying to get the shot. I'm not going to bother because I think everyone else has got that shot, so I'm going to head up to the peak just above it and see what the view from there is like, and hopefully get some good views as well. But the scenery is just amazing. Although again, if you're scared of heights, probably not ideal to walk around here. It's a bit narrow, a bit exposed, but stunning views. The views just make up for it. That's amazing. So we're going to carry on and enjoy them. So I've taken a little wander down the path to the viewpoint, and actually the view from about halfway down the pathway is pretty good, and I think is just as good as waiting in the queue for walking down the end. I think that's more of a selfie thing, so I'm not going to bother with that. The path itself is quite narrow down here and quite exposed, but I think the views make up for it. It's pretty stunning. So I'm going to take the pathway up to the right here from the viewpoint. So the viewpoint is just off to the left, and we're going to go up to the peak, which is to the right. So it's kind of narrow, a bit slippery, and see what the view's like from the top. So this is the viewpoint at the top of the Cadini di Misurina. I've made it to the top. It's a lovely walk up here, spectacular views, and hopefully you've enjoyed some of the photos I've got. And if you're in the area, definitely recommend it. Right, we're going to head back down now to the refuge. So this is from the higher peak. There's another route you can take down. So if you, where the two paths meet down to the viewpoint and the upper peak we've just been up, if you come along, and instead of taking the right hand fork, which is round the rather exposed bit, you can just carry on walking down here, and you can see the road to the left. So if you've got the road on your left, you know you're on the right route. And then head all the way back down to the refuge. You can see this route's a lot less exposed than the other one. Pretty flat, bit rocky, but pretty walkable. And yeah, so we'll head down to the bottom and see you in a sec. So this route's been a little bit more rocky, a bit less exposed. I'd say it's 50-50 which one is the easiest. But this one, check out the views though, pretty incredible. Look at that. I'm back at the refuge now, and I've just had a bite to eat. It was a really nice hike up to the viewpoint. It took about 3 hours to do, although you can do it in a lot less. I was stopping to take photos. It's about 2.25 miles in total. I think three bits of advice I've got is, one is get here early, it does get busy. 2 is wear layers. It was pretty warm on the walk up, but pretty chilly at the top. And 3rd one is walking poles. They're not essential, but they were pretty useful for the steep bits and the rocky bits. So I hope you found this video useful. If you've enjoyed it, then please hit the like button and feel free to subscribe. It'd be much appreciated.